The National Education Information System, aka NEIS, or NEIS, is a network operated by the Ministry of Education. For guest English teachers, all we need to know is that it keeps track of attendance. Anytime you need to leave your main school, whether it be for a GOE event, paid leave, sick leave, etc., you'll need to receive permission from your main school. Now, this process used to all be pen and paper, but has since been changed so that you must request leave through the NEIS system. It is all in Korean though, so it's probably best to get started on those Korean classes. In the meantime, you can just follow this guide. So to begin, enter the following address into your URL: neis.gne.go.kr/. This will bring you to the Unported page. 업무 means work, portal means portal. It's basically a homepage for all things related to GOE education administration. Generally, it is used to send official documents, but it can also be used to send emails to any teacher within the province. But again, for guest English teachers, you'll probably only be using this for the NEIS system. So from here, as you can probably guess, it asks for your ID. Upon filling it in, you'll be prompted to input your password. In order to use the Unported system to then access NEIS, you'll have to register for an ID as well as a digital certificate, which is like a digital fingerprint. Your school should help you with this process. Now, unfortunately, with both Unported and the NEIS system, you must have an ARC number in order to apply for a digital certificate. The ARC, however, takes about 3 to 4 weeks to process, which means for the first month, you'll have to use the old pen and paper method of applying for any form of leave. The paper form can be accessed on the GOE website or just ask your co-teacher. Although your school should help you with the signing up process, to see what the NEIS registration process entails, you can visit doajo.org/documents. Fast forward 1 month. You now have your ARC card. Yay! Your school has helped you to register, and now you have your ID and password. Double yay! Once you're registered, go back to this website. Input your ID. Then find where you saved your digital certificate. Note, you can save your digital certificate onto your computer hard drive or onto a USB drive. As you can see from the example, the certificate is saved onto the hard drive, meaning I can only access Unported only on this computer. If you know that you'll only be using NEIS on your school computer, which is probably all of you, then just save it onto the hard drive. But if you think you might be using NEIS on multiple computers, then it might be best to save it onto a USB drive. Make sure you let your co-teacher know when they're helping you with this, as they will most likely just save it onto your hard drive. Once you have successfully logged in, cancel all the pop-ups, and you are now in the Unported page. Ah, beautiful. As you can see from the selection of clickable options, there's a great many things that can be done through this website. But as mentioned earlier, you'll only need to concern yourself with the NEIS system, which is this button right here. Click the button. This will open the NEIS system, which looks like this. On the left-hand side, you'll see a menu. On the menu, click 봉무. From this new list, you'll only be using two of the options. 개인 근무 상황 신청 and 개인 출장 관리. 개인 근무 상황 신청 is used for any time you must leave your main school. For example, going to your travel school, sick leave, paid leave, etc. Also, if you have any work-related business trips within your area. For example, let's say that you work in Gosong and you have to visit another school in Gosong for an open class. Then you would apply for leave through the 개인 근무 상황 신청. 개인 출장 관리. This is used only for business trips that take you outside of your area. So for example, let's say the GOE has invited you to a workshop held in Changwon, but you are located in Namhae. Then you would use the 개인 출장 관리. You're located in Changwon. You have 3 schools, your main school and 2 travel schools. You attend your main school Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Your first travel school on Thursday, and your second travel school on Friday. As you're leaving your main school to go to your travel schools, you'll need to apply for unpaid business trips. Rather than wait until Wednesday, however, you can apply for them on Monday, so you don't have to concern yourself with it later. So of course, the first thing to do is open up NEIS. Then you select 봉무. And now we need to determine which option. 개인 근무 상황 신청 or 개인 출장 관리. Going to travel schools will fall under 개인 근무 상황 신청. So go ahead and click it. From here, we click 신청, which brings up this form. So we'll just fill it out from top to bottom, starting with 근무 상황. Clicking it brings up a very long list of options. You can find the translations of that list on dowajo.org/documents. In our scenario, as we are going to our travel school, we would click 근무 진해 출장 or business trip. Next, input the date and time we will be at the travel school. This side represents from what time you will be there, and this side represents until what time you'll be there. As we'll be at travel school number 1 on Thursdays, we first click the calendar on the left, and let's say it's the second week of September. That means we would be applying for Thursday, September 6th. Then, select the time school starts. Now we click the calendar on the right-hand side. Select September 6th, as we'll be at the travel school for the whole day. Then click what time school ends. Keep in mind that certain schools may have different hours, so definitely ask your co-teacher for the specific times. Moving on, we then fill out the box that says 연락처, 전화번호, which means your phone number. Next to that is 목적지, which means destination. So just write your travel school's name. Directly below that is 사유 또는 용무, which means the reason. Why are you requesting this leave? For here, you can just write 순회 학교 근무, which means working at your travel school. Now, of course, if you're not comfortable with writing in Korean, then you can always write in English. Next, you must check this box. It says 여비 지급하지 않음. That means you will not receive travel allowance. As you already receive a multiple school allowance, you do not qualify for travel reimbursement in this scenario. Selecting that box will bring up this pop-up which asks for your confirmation. Just click the 확인 or confirm box. The final step is to attach your co-teacher, vice principal, and principal to this form for review and confirmation. So click 승인 요청, which means request approval. This will bring you to a new pop-up. You'll select 결제자 지정, which means just selecting your person who will authorize your leave. Here, you'll have to know the names of your principal, vice principal, co-teacher, their job titles, and your school, all in Korean. The reason for that is you'll be searching for their names in the database. So up here is the search bar. Starting with your co-teacher, type in their name. Then click 조회 or search. It'll then show you a list of all educators in the GOE with that name. So as you can see here, your co-teacher has a very popular name. This is where job title and school name is important. So the first line shows the person's name. This line is their place of employment. And this line is their job title. So once you've found the correct person, double-click their name. You'll see that their name is sent to the below panel under your name. Now, just do the same for your vice principal, and then your principal. Once you've found everyone, click 상신 or report. And that's it. You've now just applied for leaving your main school to your first travel school. If you remember, in our scenario, we had 2 travel schools. So you'll have to go back to the main menu of NEIS and apply one more time for your second school, following the same procedure we just went through. Starting at the NEIS homepage, click 복무. Then determine what type of leave. Paid leave falls under 개인 근무 상황 신청. Click it. Then click 신청. This brings us back to this form. This time, we'll select 연가 for paid leave. For the calendar dates, as per the contract, you're only allowed to use paid leave during school vacation times, unless prior principal approval. Also remember to check with co-teachers from not just your main school, but all of your schools to ensure that there's no issues with camp schedules. So let's say we're using our paid leave during winter vacation, which is generally late December to January. So we apply for January 7th until January 18th. Change the times to reflect a regular school day. Fill in your phone number. Then for destination, write down the country you are going to. If you're going to multiple countries, write down all of them. Or you can just type one of the countries and type in 등, which means etc. Under that, for the reason for leave, we usually write the countries we are visiting plus 문화 체험, which means cultural experience. And of course, you can write everything in English if you are not comfortable with Korean. Afterwards, click 승인 요청. Then 결제자 지정. Then it's the same exact process of finding your co-teacher, VP, and principal. Click 닫기, 상신. Finally, click 확인. Starting at the NEIS homepage, click 복무. Sick leave falls under 개인 근무 상황 신청. So click that. Then click 신청. This time, we will select 병가 for sick leave. Realistically, you'll probably need to have your co-teacher do this for you, because if you're too sick to go to school, then obviously you won't be able to apply for sick leave. Regardless, we'll just go through the process just so that you know. For the calendar dates, let's say that we're sick on Thursday the 6th. So fill in the date and times to reflect that. Fill in your phone number. For destination, either write 집 for home or 병원 for hospital. Then for reason, just write what sickness you have. Again, all of this can be written in English. Click 승인 요청. 결제자 지정. Find your co-teacher, VP, and principal. Then click 닫기, 상신, and 확인. In the event you need to leave school early, for example, to take care of a bank issue, immigration issue, maybe you're feeling a little ill and you want to go home to rest early. That's when you can request early leave. Start at the NEIS homepage. Click 복무. Early leave falls under 개인 근무 상황 신청. Click it. Then click 신청. This time we will select 조퇴 for early leave. Fill in the dates and times. Let's say that we need to leave early on the 6th of September. And we'd like to leave right after lunch, so at 1300 or 1 o'clock. As you can see, it calculates how many hours of early leave you are requesting. Fill in your phone number. For destination, write down where you're going. The bank, immigration office, home, hospital, etc. Then for reason, write down your purpose. Click 승인 요청. 결제자 지정. Find your co-teacher, VP, and principal. Then click 닫기, 상신, and 확인. Let's say that you're asked to visit another school in your city or county to observe another guest English teacher's class and evaluate them. In this case, you'll need to apply for a business trip. So start at the NEIS homepage. Click 복무. This type of leave would fall under 개인 근무 상황 신청. Click it. Then click 신청. This time we'll select 근무 진해 출장 for business trip. For the calendar dates, let's say that we're asked to go on the 6th at 1500 KST. As you can see, it calculates how many hours of leave you are requesting. Fill in your phone number. For destination, write down where you have to go. Below that, write down why you have to go. Click 승인 요청. 결제자 지정. Find your co-teacher, VP, and principal. Then click 닫기, 상신, and 확인. In this case, as this is an extra travel requirement, your school may be able to reimburse any travel expenses. So be sure to ask your school and to also save all receipts, bus tickets, etc. Each school has a different system, meaning the amount they can reimburse may vary. Let's say that you're invited to a 2-day GOE workshop in Changwon, but you live in Jinju. You will have to apply for a business trip. However, this will be slightly different than the others as you are traveling outside of your city or county. Start at the NEIS homepage. Click 복무. This time, we will select 개인 출장 관리 as it is a business trip outside of your area. So click that. Click 신청. This brings us to this form, which is almost identical to the other one. The main difference here is this section that says 출장 종료, which means type of business trip. Clicking the area reveals two options: 국내 출장, or business trip within Korea, and 국외 출장, which means business trip outside of Korea. You'll never be sent on an international business trip, so just click the first option, 국내 출장. Then everything else is pretty much identical to the other ones. So let's say the workshop is from the 6th to the 7th, so fill in the date and time to reflect that. Fill in your phone number. For destination, write down where you have to go. Below that, write down why you have to go. Click 승인 요청. 결제자 지정. Find your co-teacher, VP, and principal. Then click 닫기, 상신, and 확인. Again, as this is also an extra travel requirement, your school may be able to reimburse any travel expenses, and this time hotel expenses as well, as you are traveling overnight to another area. Be sure to ask your school and to also save all receipts, bus tickets, etc. Each school has a different system, meaning the amount they can reimburse will vary.